All right, it's Friday, May 29th, 2020. And it's about time for me to install my new tire pressure monitoring system. Now, why a new one? Well, as most of you know, we upgraded the tires, which takes a higher pressure than my original tire pressure monitoring system. The original one I had was the Tireminder Solar. No wires connected, has a little solar panel on the backside, and that's what kept this charged. Another reason I really liked it is because it had a color screen on it. Very simple, but it was only meant for 4 tires too. So a little more about this system, and from here out, there's not much difference. You have a relay box that needs to be mounted halfway between the cab of your tow vehicle and where the tires are. So I'll be mounting this under something similar. Here's the replacement one. I'll be mounting this under the frame of the vehicle and finding a positive and negative connection to hook up to the battery because it requires power. But it's kind of like a transmitter. It transmits the signal from these up to the monitor. A little bit more about the transmitters themselves. They are, here, I got one apart already. Basically, this is what connects on your tire. Okay. On the Solar, they were numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. They use one CR1632 battery, which is pretty easy to replace. I replaced them once a year just for the satisfaction of replacing them. I did have one replaced because it went bad. It wouldn't keep a charge anymore. And Tireminder was really good about following up on that. These little nuts right here, you spin them on the valve stem first. Then you spin this on, and then you tighten the nut up against the bottom of the transmitter using this special wrench. It reaches behind the valve stem, and you snug it up. Not extremely tight, just tight enough that this won't spin off while you're going down the road. Now, one change between, one of the reasons I had to change is because the Solar only goes to 85 PSI, or what they recommended was 70 PSI was the highest I was supposed to run on this. Okay, now that I've put a bigger tire on, a Hercules tire, load range G, I'm running a higher pressure. Higher pressure means a different style of tire pressure monitor. This one here is for the lower pressure. This one's for the higher pressure. As you can see, it's metal encased. So that's a big difference too. So I got, this one's the Solar. This one here is called the TM66. The monitor on it is a little bit different. You don't have to plug it in, even though they give you wires to plug it in if you want to. They give you this nice little charge here. I'm going to move the Solar one out of the way here a second. So that, turn that off so it doesn't sit here and bother us. Okay, so the TM66 comes with a universal charger. You could charge it in the car, you could charge it inside your RV, or you could charge it by USB. More than likely, this is an output to charge phones or something, is what my guess is. I have another friend that has one of these. I said, well, how long does this last? He says, I haven't charged it for a couple of days. So we figure once we start putting this into use while we're traveling, we'll probably charge it nightly when we stop driving for the day. Comes with the nice cord here too. So it's similar to the Solar. We don't have to have wires. Again, we do have to have the transmitter to get the signal to this. But one difference between this and the Solar, this one here actually has a little antenna. And when I say little, I do mean little. It comes out a little more. There it goes. There you go. Be real careful with that so we could pick up the signal. This would be Oma's responsibility. On this one, I've already, I get 6 sensors with this TM66. And what I've decided to do is put the 4 on the trailer and then use the extra 2 for the spare tires. The one on the truck and the one on the camper. Even though they're different pressures, you can go in and set this up. These things are really easy to set up. First thing you do is you take the map that they give you and you select which locations you're planning on putting your transmitters. In this case, I've selected position 10 and 22 for my spares. And I selected 12, 13, 16, and 17 for my trailer tires. So what I'll do is I'll go out there and I'll get it into program mode. I'll put a battery in the sensor. I'll select the mode. I'll plug in the sensor onto the tire. This thing will have a red light that comes on. I wonder if I could do that for you now. Well, either I'm not pushing the right 2 buttons or I'm not in the right mode. Oh well, I blew that, didn't I? Guess I'll go back to reading the book. I thought I remember right. Pressure setting mode, battery installation, mounting the transmitter, converting to learn mode. There we go. Yeah, it is push hold. Press and hold up and down buttons simultaneously. When you see all 22 tire positions, release the buttons. Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn it off and then turn it back on, because I did just get done. Oh, maybe now. No, now it's in learn mode. Nope. Guess I should have read the instructions a little more. There we go. All right, so as you can see, all 22 tires are blinking right now. What I would do is I would change the position of the tire until it matched the map that I drew out for myself. And let's see, number 10 is the first one. So I go up until I get to number 10. That's number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So number 10 is flashing. I would go out and stick number 10 on the spare tire. And you see the red light right there that's lit up. As soon as I put that on the tire, it would turn green, that it knows which position it's recording, and then I can go on to the next one. So really simple. Something similar with the solar, except that you just go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the program mode. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start putting these on. Start with putting this battery on, and I'll let you look like. Now, even though there's 22 positions on there, only the ones that actually have a sensor on them will actually show up when you scan through the program, once you get it programmed. So just take a tire, plug it in, put a battery on. The cap doesn't have to be tight, just a little snug, because there's a little O-ring right there. About like that. That's all you need to do. Now I'll grab a lock nut and the tool and the screen, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to put the first one on, and we'll see what happens. By the way, the camera's staying here, so it's going to take me a few minutes to get my mat out to crawl underneath my truck to put this on. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So I got the spare tire sensor on the truck, and as soon as it found it, the light turned green, and it told me that I have 57 pounds in that tire, which tells me I need to put air in that spare tire. On my GMC, the rear tires are normally about 70 pounds, and the front tires are usually about 65. That's what I run them at. I think it's supposed to be 60 and 65, and I go 65 and 70. It makes it a little firmer, but gives me a little bit better gas mileage. So anyway, what I would do at this point is I would continue moving until I got to where the next tire was. And right now I'm at position 12. That was position 10. I'm going to position 12. Now notice position 10 now has a dot on it. That means that space has already been programmed. So let me go out and finish installing these and show you what the end result is. I could probably go ahead and show you exactly what's going on at this point. You're probably going, what am I doing different to make it go from red to green? All I'm doing is installing this on the tire, and you wait up to 30 seconds for it to acknowledge or to find it. If it doesn't find it, you can try another sensor, or you can skip it and come back to it later. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be put on in order. Excuse me. I'm trying to get another battery out. There we go. Takes care of that one. Slide it in. Put the cap on. A little snug. Grab a lock nut, a tool, and this. Next one will be easier because I don't have to climb underneath the camper to put it on. So come on along. I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay. Try that again. Okay, I got that sitting on a cinder block over there. Believe me, it's me. So all you do is you take off your valve cover. You stick the lock nut on first. As you can see, my monitor is still showing a red light. Now I'm going to stick on the sensor. And within, what was that, 5 seconds? It probably, yep, it turned green. And it's telling me I have 100.3 pounds in this tire. So now what I do is I just lock the lock nut. Run the nut back to the back of the sensor. And then put the tool on the back. And let me put the monitor down a second and just give it a little twist just to lock it down. And that's it. I got 2 tires programmed. And what you do is you do the same for all the tires. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to continue and get these all programmed now. Get these all installed. I haven't even had my breakfast yet, and I'm out showing you guys how to put tire monitor system on. Hope this is informational for you. Tireminder has not contacted me or asked me to do this at all. It was actually a fellow viewer asked me if I could put a little video together showing the ease or the trouble of putting one of these in. I do know that they want you to put in fresh batteries in your sensors at least once a year, which could be troublesome if you don't have the spare batteries with you. Tireminder already thinks ahead. They gave me a set to put in the sensors, and they gave me a spare set of batteries, which is a big bonus. So I'm going to put that monitor, that transmitter over underneath the tongue and just connect it to a hot and a negative and mount it underneath the trailer so it can transmit the signal from the tires up to the front bumper and up to this transmitter, which will have its antenna up. So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Try to make them as short as possible. We're not in a very good internet area, and it takes like almost an hour to post a 6-minute video. So have a lot of fun. Be safe out there. Make sure, don't overload your tires. Don't drive too fast. Make sure there's enough air pressure in them, and your tires will last a long time. one more thing, make sure that you keep those bearings greased. Talk to you later. Bye. There goes. All right. Oh, I think it's recording already. Okay, so all 6 transmitters are installed. I thought I'd come back one more time and show you that only the ones that I've programmed in the spaces I selected are the ones that are highlighted now. But by chance, because I set the setting on the truck spare tire higher than what the actual pressure is, I immediately got an alarm. That's the reason it's blinking red, and that's why the spare tire on the truck is flashing. Hopefully you guys could see that. Hey, Oma, can you walk around and see if I'm in the screen or not?
Yeah, you're in there.
Okay. All right. Also, when I did the spare tire on the camper, I had to lower the tire to get the sensor on because the valve stem was actually on the other side. So other than that, if you have any questions, post them down in the description. And I'm usually pretty prompt about answering those. And that's all I have for now. Have a great day.